final feature event of the evening, the MLS Diagnostics Pure 25. Aiden Roberts. Newcomer Shane Weber in car number 7. Third on the grid, car number 21, that's Riley Martin in the Chop Shop Pub, sponsored right out of Seabrook. Kenzie Belisle is in the 21K, then it is the 31 of Devin Sargent. Two-time and defending champion George Riley Jr. is in car number 34. He's out of Newton, New Hampshire. Then it's the 77 of Billy Osborne. He's your points leader out of Plastow. Daryl Quinlan grids next in 12Q. Then it's Andrew Harmon in the 14. Going Owen Brandy in the 73J. The 55 is the Rampage Gage Osborne. Mikey Brown in the 03. And out back is Jamison Ritter in car number 2. Green flag set to fly. Close out tonight's racing action into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart zone. Green flag in the air. Pure Stock's underway. Shane Weber gets the jump on Caden Roberts. He leads the field down the back straightaway. The battle is for the third spot. Kenzie Belisle on the outside of Riley Martin, side by side for spot number 3. Caden Roberts sideways in the 07 car. Everybody jockeying for position. Daryl Quinlan and Gage Osborne down through the grass. We stay green. Keep an eye on the outside groove. Billy Osborne and Andrew Harmon trying to come up through the field. Up front, it is all Shane Weber right now in his debut in the Pure Stocks from the Star Speedway. Caden Roberts hanging on to that second spot for the time being. Riley Martin trying to make some headway in the 21 car. Devin Sargent having some trouble in car number 31. He got down in the infield. He keeps it rolling. We stay green. Shane Weber continues to lead in car number 7. Billy Osborne now trying for the third spot down underneath Riley Martin in the 21 car. Martin all over the racetrack right now in car number 21. Martin up the racetrack. Caution flag's going to have to fly. Water all over the bottom groove in turns 1 and 2 from the 31 of Devin Sargent. Water on the bottom of the racing surface through the rumble strips, as you can see, laid down by the 31 of Devin Sargent when he went down into the infield. All right, racetrack is set. Field is ready. 3 down. 22 to go for Shane Weber, your leader in car number 7. Into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart zone. Good start. Green flag back in the air. Pure Stock's back underway. Riley Martin down through the rumble strips in car number 21. Mikey Brown is around with Owen Brandy. Owen Brandy has a 73J going. We're going to keep the race rolling. Caution flag is out. Magically, both cars refire once the bright yellow lights fire up. All right, 4 laps in the record books. Let's see if we can log some laps in the Pure Stock main event to close out tonight's racing action. Into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Pure Stock's back underway. Weber gets the jump. He's going to bring Billy Osborne with him this time in car number 77 down the back straightaway. Caden Roberts going to have to do his work from the outside groove. Roberts fighting hard on the outside in car number 07, way up the outside groove. Harmon's in the middle of it. Gage Osborne through the bottom side into the 3rd spot now. Shane Weber now has the top dogs of the Pure Stock class breathing down his neck down the back straightaway. Here comes Gage Osborne to the bottom side of Billy Osborne for the 2nd spot. Side by side for the 2nd spot. Gage Osborne sideways, but he has the 2nd spot at the line in car number 55. Billy Osborne fights back on the outside groove now. Billy Osborne up high down on the back straightaway. Andrew Harmon, Daryl Quinlan all waiting in the wings. Here comes George Riley Jr. in the 34. Good hard racing up front now. Shane Weber protecting the bottom side, but he's got his point leader on the outside going to the lead. Billy Osborne around the outside of the Star Speedway to the top spot down the back straightaway. He's got Andrew Harmon pushing him down the back chute. Weber fights back on the bottom side by side for the race lead. Billy Osborne inching in front. Weber fights back on the bottom side. He leads the race at the line that time by a bumper. Top 4 cars in a line under a blanket, battling it out for the top spot in the MLM Diagnostics Pure Stock main event. Billy Osborne has issues now. Osborne got out of shape. Not sure what happened for the 77 car, but he's getting in the 14 of Harmon with him towards the back. Billy Osborne has the 77 car rolling once again. Not sure what's amiss on the 77 of Billy Osborne, your point leader with issues. Now the race for the lead is between Weber and Gage Osborne in the 55. Gage Osborne around the high side now, side by side for the race lead. Look at Daryl Quinlan. Quinlan has had a very good second half of the 2023 campaign. Still side by side for the race lead. Gage Osborne up high, Weber down low. Daryl Quinlan thinking about 3 wide down the front straightaway. Here comes George Riley Jr. now. George Riley Jr. trying the outside of Andrew Harmon. Harmon sits in fourth now. Harmon steps to the outside on Daryl Quinlan. This is some intense racing up front right now in the pure stock main event. At the line that time, it was Gage Osborne on the high lane of the Star Speedway to the race lead. Gage Osborne trying to clear Weber down the back straightaway. Weber's got the motor to keep a nose down underneath Gage Osborne for the race lead. Halfway home at the line this time by a little bit of contact now for the race lead. 13 down, 12 to go, and it's Gage Osborne by a bumper at the line. Andrew Harmon waiting in the wings. Gage Osborne clears Weber. Here comes Andrew Harmon now for the second spot. Harmon has second. Weber back to third. Battle for fourth now. Oh, contact for second now. Andrew Harmon and Weber going at it. He gets him again. Here comes Billy Osborne to the outside. Full contact racing from third on back now. And now Shane Weber is driving into everybody in car number 7. Full contact. The 7 of Shane Weber lost the lead, then hit every car that tried to pass him side by side for the third spot now. Billy Osborne trying the outside on Shane Weber again. Right behind them, it's George Riley Jr. and Daryl Quinlan battling for position. Something is not right with the 77 of Billy Osborne. They're 3 wide now for the 4th spot. George Riley Jr. has the preferred bottom lane, and he has the 4th spot as they head down the back chute. Billy Osborne off the back straightaway in car number 77. Up front, Gage Osborne continues to lead. Andrew Harmon trying to reel him in the 14 car. Battle for third now. George Riley Jr. has the 34 car wound up on the outside groove, trying for the 3rd spot. Side by side for third now. Shane Weber on the bottom side. George Riley Jr. up high. Daryl Quinlan and Billy Osborne right there in the 77. George Riley Jr. now from the outside groove has the 3rd spot down the back straightaway. 19 down, 6 to go for the Rampage. Gage Osborne in the 55. Billy Osborne struggles continue in the 77 car, and he's pulling it into the infield. Tough break for your points leader, Billy Osborne in the 77. Down into the infield on lap number 19 for Billy Osborne. 5 to go at the line for the Rampage. Gage Osborne, best battle right now is for the 3rd and final podium spot. Between the 7 of Shane Weber, the 34 of George Riley Jr., and the 12Q of Daryl Quinlan. Shane Weber once again fends off George Riley Jr., hangs on to position number 3 as they head into turns 1 and 2. George Riley Jr. once again mounts a comeback on the outside groove. It's a 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. Andrew Harmon starting to reel in Gage Osborne just a little bit here in the closing stages of tonight's 25-lap main event for the MLM Diagnostics Pure Stocks. 2 to go at the line this time by for Gage Osborne, and Harmon has it down to about half a car length as they head down into turns 1 and 2. Andrew Harmon is there now down through turns 1 and 2. Lap traffic could be a factor in this one down the back straightaway. Devin Sargent decides to slam the brakes on the high side. Good move for Gage Osborne to get by him. White flag in the air. Harmon trying to get the bottom side away from Osborne now. Battle is for the race lead now. Andrew Harmon trying to find the bottom lane on Gage Osborne down the back straightaway for the final time. Harmon gets a good run down underneath Osborne. Runs him up the racetrack. Checkered flag in the air. It's Andrew Harmon in the 14. Second to Gage Osborne. Third at the line, going to be close. George on the outside. Who's going to get it at the line? It is Shane Weber by a bumper in the 7. George Riley Jr. 4th, 5th will be the 12Q of Daryl Quinlan. We'll head trackside.